I've got a request through to discuss my thoughts on the potential Amir versus Chris Algieri fight. Let me start by saying I'm trying to build a channel at present. If there's topics out there that people want to hear, people want to listen to me discussing, do comment on this video with a request. Do leave me an email. My email address is boxinggossip at Google Mail, boxinggossip@gmail.com. If you send me to that one, you'll get me. I check it every day or so. And yeah, as I say, I'm interested to do videos that people want to watch. Hopefully it will mean that the channel continues to expand. Let's talk about Chris Algieri versus Amir Khan. Let me start by saying, I understand with Amir Khan's religion, there are certain times of the year he can't fight. I understand that only recently he's moved up to 147. But I would like to see him fight Kell Brook. I think that's the biggest fight for him available, especially now that Pacquiao and Mayweather are unavailable. I think it must be the biggest fight in terms of the amount of hype it will raise and also the amount of money it will raise. Khan's looked very good since going to welterweight. But who's he fought? Devon Alexander, Luis Collazo. For me, Chris Algieri is the same sort of level as those guys. Borderline top 10 fighter, not really any higher than that, arguably a bit lower than that. And I can't imagine the payday is stacking up with what Kell Brook fight is offering as well. The fight doesn't really excite me compared to Khan Furman, Khan Brook, Khan Broner, Khan Mayweather, Khan Pacquiao. For me, Algieri's a good fighter, a solid opponent, but he doesn't carry power. And I don't think he's ever fought at 147 pounds, let alone won at 147 pounds. For me, I'd make Khan an overwhelming favourite in that fight. I think Algieri is a inferior technician to Khan, and I just don't feel that he carries enough power to trouble Amir. So I think the fight is solid enough, but it doesn't really get the juices flowing at this end. I mean, let's put it this way: it is highly debatable whether Chris Algieri deserved to get the decision over Ruslan Provodnikov. I would suggest that result was very, very controversial. Now, whether you agree with that or not, you must acknowledge that the fight was close. So we're talking about a guy here who, by the skin of his teeth, beat Ruslan Provodnikov. He then moved up, I believe it was 143 pounds in a catchweight against Manny Pacquiao, and he lost. He pretty much got whitewashed. He got knocked down 6 times. Some people will argue some of them weren't real knockdowns. Let's put it this way: he lost pretty much every round and got knocked down multiple times against Manny Pacquiao. A fighter who, like Amir Khan, has speed, has greater power than Algieri, throws combinations. For me, it's not really a winnable fight for Chris Algieri. You know, the way Chris Algieri is going to have success is by outboxing opponents. You know, whilst I would pick someone like Sean Porter over Chris Algieri, I'd make Chris Algieri a reasonable underdog in that fight. But I'd give him a chance, because I think with his movement, with his jab, with his boxing pedigree, he may have a chance of landing eye-catching, long work against the likes of a Sean Porter. But against an Amir Khan, I don't really see how this fight goes any differently for Algieri than it did against Manny Pacquiao. I don't think he'll be able to deal with the hand speed, with the combinations, with the power, with the class of Amir Khan. I think there are better fights out there for Chris Algieri, and I think there are better fights out there for Amir Khan. Khan Garcia, Khan Broner, Khan Brook, you know, the list goes on. I could name a few more, but these are all fights that excite me more than Chris Algieri. I just don't see Chris Algieri being competitive against Amir Khan. I think Amir Khan's too good for him. Let me know your thoughts. Many thanks for watching, and as I say, if you're interested in hearing me talk about a certain topic, do drop me an email. Thanks for watching.